Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak the words so that you may be healed.
How did I end up here? What sins did I bring with me into this world when she embraced me? Was the scarlet letter carved into my skin someplace my eyes could not see? Could the old church mothers see something dirty in me when they called me fast? Ancient prophets wrapped in holy tapestry and suitable hats? There are so many things black girls are not taught but expected to be as black women. Did I miss the class on how to heal? How to love yourself when you're ugly? What does the chapter say about how to find your worth when you're not sure where you lost it? What does healing look like when you've learned love through someone else's scars? Healing requires the acknowledgement of self, so who was I destined to be living in the shadow of my mother's traumas? Do shadows have their own personalities? Did Peter Pan understand the assignment when he rid himself of his shadow before flying off to the land of freedom? Should children carry the weight of their parents' broken wings? Are generational curses the ancestral sins we keep failing to correct? Did I look into my cousin's face and see my own? Did I sabotage her intimacy because I was always denied the space to discover my own? Was I jealous of what she had or what I didn't possess? Was I trying on my mother's condescending skin, looking down my nose through clouded judgment? Did my hubris dismiss the scars she still cradles because no one else ever did? Children parrot back the love you give them, but if she still hides from the terror behind her eyes, does that justify her pouring her damage into my very skin? Is it fair to blame your parents for cutting you open with their pain? Should the fact that she chose to keep me from speaking on her flaws? I know black mothers endure more than they will ever be allowed to say, but when will it be time for children to be heard after years of only being seen? How long will they hold hostage our parts in their stories? Who teaches you to mend wounds you were never allowed to feel? How long will my mother look at me as if my happiness offends her? Must I always think of her scars when I count my own? Does it make me ungrateful to speak against her when she gave me everything she had? But when you subtract from nothing, you always end up in the negative. Is that why I always feel like the negative side of a shredded photograph? Is it kinder to say my mother is my inspiration? Pretend that inspiration and manipulation are not two sides of the same coin? I know this cage wasn't of her choosing, but must I stand guard in the place where she remains and drown in her sorrows? Why do black families have to pretend through our pain? Why is it more important to protect the family image than to heal traumas? If we are made strong, why is strength still the aspiration? Is bitterness hereditary? If what happens at home stays at home, who do you run to when the monster doesn't live under the bed? How long does it take for you to step out of the cycle of abuse when you see it? If Dr. Jekyll never sees Mr. Hyde, does that mean he doesn't exist? Do you feel the pain more or less if it's not physical? What type of warped love is created from a mother who wishes to show you a life she's never known while simultaneously trying to climb inside your skin and live it within you? How many of us had to become mothers to our mothers before our wombs were even old enough to give life? Do you think your children don't remember your scars? Do you disassociate from the old wounds not to relive those traumas? Bury the past to cover the pain and still expect fruit to grow? Is that why your daughters choose to keep our wombs empty? If our mothers never heal, are we never allowed to become who we choose? Will I forever remain a soldier for a queen who sees me as her enemy? As much as mothers speak on the way that a child loves you, I wonder, must it be unnerving to a woman who has never known love? Should damaged mothers be synonymous with absentee fathers when we speak on the mentality of black children? Is tainted love and missing love not the same thing within intimacy? I'm just trying to see when I gained my disrespect with decency. Searching beneath scars and within shadows for the handbook on self-respect. Trying to find the beginning of delusion always leads to an awakening in truth. I spent years screaming apologies at mirror images reflecting the faces of women whose damage I caused but couldn't remove. My mind alight with questions, trying to find the culprit so I could place blame. Twist the truth so far around my traumas that I no longer feel accountable for betraying her. Wrap myself in new skin and bury the pain deep within and still expect fruit to grow. When did I become my mother? Have I carried her scars so well I've started inflicting them? Is the curse never having true intimacy or always betraying it? If my delusions come from pain and tears unshed, do they not still count as lies? If I cause pain to cover pain, do I still have to pay for the damage? At what point is searching for blame the avoidance of your responsibility in your crimes? Destruction is a form of creation, so it's no wonder my destruction created the path to the truth. Release my demons so that I may be less demonic. I am sorry. I couldn't speak until I became the healer I needed then. I'm sorry it took me so long. I will forever thank my mother for teaching me to be strong and forgive her for not allowing me to be soft. I'm sorry no one ever allowed you to be. I'm sorry for the unprotected space you moved through this world with. I'm sorry no one stepped in to help you fix your pain. And I'm sorry for adding to it in any way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the women who held space with me and expected safety and found judgment. I'm sorry for my aggressions and for what I didn't know. Dear cousin, my favorite cousin, I'm sorry. Sorry for such an intimate betrayal of trust. For stepping into your skin and playing wife to delusion. Betrayal teaches her lessons with bitterness and cruelty, and yet I'm grateful for every single one. I'm sorry for causing harm intentionally. For creating insecurities and severing bonds. I'm sorry I ran and left both of us broken. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the woman I was. I'm sorry for being so disappointing while judging you with every breath. For wearing strength as my superpower and injuring people and calling it justice. I'm sorry for causing harm where I've wanted to place healing. I'm sorry for making fear a friend. For damaging people with my damage. I'm sorry for my silence. Allowing my shame to mute my gift.